What's going on, people? Yeah, broadcasting from the new digs. That's the, I have a new friend that I'm going to introduce you to soon. That is Yakmanov. That's all I'm going to say about him right now. Yakmanov, jack of all trades, jack of all. He'll jack us all off. Be afraid, people. Be afraid, because the fear is here. And don't be afraid to chase things. Chasing on the downside might be a little bit more frightening than chasing to the upside, because you don't want to get caught short, because we've been so conditioned not to get trapped in these positions because buying the dip has been the thing. But let's just imagine buying the dip is over. Remember when they were talking about how the market's probably going to sell off in the end of June when QE2 is over? And then I know some of you might have said to yourself, hey, why don't we sell now if they plan on selling a month from now? That's what's happening right now. Also, the most important thing is, and I've been touching upon this over the last few months, the leadership stocks have all stopped dead in their tracks. Remember that day when the Panera Breads and the CMGs and the Opens and the Baidus and all those stocks stopped going up? They weren't going down yet. Then the China stocks, every market top. And now looking back, obviously it's so much easier to talk about it, how the writing was on the wall. But at least I can say something about this, because this kid right here was telling you what was going to happen. And I hope you benefited from all of this. I hope you took your money out of the market like I was. Hope you were shorting some calls like I was. And most importantly, when we have this more of this communication that we're going to have, you're going to know precisely what to do. There won't be any delays. There won't be any, did you say that or did you not say that, or what the case is. It's all going to be postmarked, time-stamp that bitch. So you know what we're going to do. But here's the thing. Now you're thinking, I missed the sell-off. We're not going to go down anymore from here. Basically, we still haven't really gone down to the Holocaust lows, which was my call. Nuclear Holocaust lows, when Japan and the dust cloud and the nuclear cloud was going to circumvent the entire world and kill us all. Remember those lows? We're still not even there yet. The market loves testing reactionary lows. So we got to the point where the Egyptian crisis, remember when they were throwing Molotov cocktails and all hell broke loose and we started crashing? And then we had the flash crash, the pseudo flash crash that day where there was no bids for about 15 minutes. Wasn't the same flash crash as last year. But moral of the program here today is, let's take a look at those China stocks. So when Youku went from $70 to $60 to $50 and you thought, oh, okay, I missed the boat on this shorting opportunity, then it went to 40 and then it went to 30. For all we know, 80% of these Chinese stocks are scams. Just do me a favor, just Google search ghost cities of China. Now, I'm not an investigative reporter, mind you. I just read certain things on the internet and I deduce my own conclusions from this stuff. The ghost cities of China. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on, but they've built cities in China where there's nobody there. They've built homes, roads, universities, hospitals, museums, and there's nobody there. Nobody's going to them. Nobody's enrolled in the university. It's as if China just wanted to build to give this illusion that they are bustling, and eventually that's going to come to a halt. And what happened is their internet stocks was the next bubble. Oh, now the bubble's already popped. And everyone was saying, when's the bubble going to pop? When's the bubble going to pop? It popped. You got Sina getting crushed, and the Baidu indicators finally showing us the light. When Baidu get weak, the market gets weak. I mean, I can't say that enough to you, and that's exactly what happened this time around. But what are we going to do now? Because what we've missed in the past doesn't mean anything. So right now, I'm still short the Qs. I'm looking for that 54.20 to be tested, and then the nuclear Holocaust lows was just a blip under that. Now, if we break down, plus I haven't even looked at the TV yet, but I'm sure we're under 12,000, so people are going to be talking about that if we close under 12,000. And you got to remember, even though the markets are controlled by the matrix and the computers and the black boxes, there is still emotion involved. People will be talking about how, oh, maybe we are hitting this double dip recession. Oh, maybe things aren't as good as the market was making us believe, because there still are people that believe that the market is the real reflection of the economy and America. Now, those people are just insane if you actually think what a company makes and does means anything to stock valuation anymore. Please. There's more companies that go up with no chance of making money, have no earnings. Then you go look at a company like Costco, which you can analyze how much money they make, how well the company they're being run, what they pay their employees, and people will find fault in that because it's too black and white. You know that they're making money and doing well, so let's not run their stock up. I mean, Costco's done very well over the last 3 or 4 years. What I'm trying to say is that you'll have these internet stocks where they've got 5 employees, they're never going to make any money, you don't know much about them, but the stock goes from $12 to $150, and you can't short them because every time you get short, you get crushed. And then finally, like a Yoku, people catch up to it, and they crush them. Also, as simple as it is, when you read about these lockup periods, now you understand what that means? These lockup periods are really, really important. There's people out there just sitting there waiting to dump their shares, but they are not allowed to. So they are just praying that stock holds up for the day where they get to dump. So if the stock is getting hit, they're not even thinking about it. They're like, I'm getting out before this gets any worse. So they start dumping. And once that lockup period ends, so then what you're looking for now, if you are looking to maybe even dip your toe into these Chinese stocks, is that you're going to have that capitulation where even though they're all down 40, 50% from here, you're going to have that 10% flush out where nobody wants these stocks. That's maybe your opportunity to nibble on some of them. Because some of them have to be real companies. And the next wave of due diligence, and what we're going to have is we're going to have a whole new wave of SC regulations. Once more of these Chinese companies get delisted and get exposed for scams, there's going to be all these new regulations in place, and then we'll be able to weed out which ones are more solid than the other ones. Because right now, we're going back to probably Baidu is the only Chinese stock that is a real company at this point. Obviously, I'm just talking generalizations. I don't know about that, but I did call that Rhino. I did call that Heat. And, you know, I was talking about shorting Yoku once it started going down. There wouldn't be anyone to hold it up. And remember, the IPO price for Yoku was about, what, 12 bucks, 18 bucks? So why wouldn't it go back to 18 bucks? So I'm staying away from that. Right now, I'm looking for some of these companies that haven't completely got obliterated, like the CMGs. Maybe that got some more room to go down. But again, another thing about shorting stocks, just because everything else is going down, don't assume the ones that haven't gone down considerably yet are going to get caught up to and they're going to get hit. Like CMG. I mean, it's gone down, you know, 10, 20 points off its highs, but stock is strong for a reason. There aren't that many sellers. So instead of trying to find some strong ones that haven't got hit yet, wait till they start getting hit, then you can participate. But don't try to guess which one's going to be next. You might as well just pound these ones that are going to, you know, back to where they came from. And there's so many broken stocks out there. It's unbelievable. But right now, the way I'm doing it is I'm taking a conservative way. I'm shorting the Qs because at least I know that no matter what happens, the Qs aren't getting taken over on Monday. You know, for all you know is you short the Yoku. Next thing you know, 2 or 3 Chinese internet scam companies want to merge together, and Yoku's valuation is at $44, and you're down 15 points Monday morning. That's not going to happen when you're shorting indexes. You're not going to make the same kind of bang for your buck shorting indexes, but at the same time, you're offsetting your risk. All right. So, welcome to the new office. Welcome to the new way of doing things. And once we're gonna get a splash page up, and what that page will do for you as a temporary fix, band-aid or transition, it'll let you know where I am. If we're broadcasting live, I'm gonna show you where to get that link. If we're doing some stuff on Twitter or StockTwits, we're gonna put that link on there. Yada yada yada, all that stuff. So when it happens, it happens. Oh, by the way, Jeff Bloom, if you're out there, give me a call. If you want to stop by tonight, I want to talk to you about some interweb stuff. And all right, kids, I'll see you in the secret double probation chat room. And if you don't know where that secret double probation chat room is yet, Jefferson at hitthebid.com, and I will let you know. Remember, there's some rules and regulations if you come to the double secret probation chat room. and you'll be alerted to those when you enter the room. So Jefferson and hitthebid.com, I'll let you know where to hang out. And I started making phone calls, spoke to a few guys out there, and like I said, I'm going to get to all these phone calls eventually. That's my goal. I'm not a big emailer, I'm not a big texter. That's why I got Yakmanov behind me. He's going to help me out getting in communication with, because it's been just me and, you know, Mike over there. So now we got Yakmanov. We brought him out from Sheepshead Bay, from Brighton Beach, to help us out. He's a silent but deadly type. Ugh, that sounds kind of nasty. All right, I'll see you guys later.